Good afternoon, Capricorn. Welcome to Sin Concepts Tarot. My name is Cynthia, and today we're doing that timeless month ahead reading update for you. So what that means, Capricorn, at time of viewing this video, well, something should resonate for you, whether you're Sun, Moon, Venus, or Rising. So what I like you to do, use that intuition of yours. Only focus on those things that do. Anything else, just leave it for another Capricorn who's obviously viewing this reading too. Now we're going to get into this because I really packed these month ahead readings with quite a bit. I'm going to use the Chrysan, the Light Seers Tarot deck, to do a Celtic spread for the month ahead for you, and a Celtic cross spread, excuse me, as well as we're going to put 4 cards from the Chrysan Muse Tarot deck for each of the 4 weeks in the month ahead, then clarify each of those weeks with the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot deck. So stay tuned for that tarot reading, but also stay tuned because I'm going to be pulling some oracle cards for you today as well. We're going to pull one from the Oweni D's deck, one from the Shaman Dream deck, as well as one Moonology card. So let's get started and see how the month ahead is going to go for you. All right, let's start with the main object in the month ahead here. We have the Nine of Cups, and your challenge for that is the Three of Swords. The recent past, we do have the Ten of Cups, and progressing forward, we have the Two of Wands. Now, your conscious desires is the World card, and your subconscious desires there is the Four of Pentacles. Now, we do have, doing the staff here, we're going to have how you see yourself in the month ahead, how others are seeing you, your hopes, fears, and dreams, as well as the final outcome. So let's set this deck aside and go back to the heart of this cross here. And let's start here. We have that Nine of Cups. This is a very self-empowering card. This is a good card. This is a abundance you've achieved. You're proud of it. You got these blessings. You're grateful. You're feeling confident. Your self-esteem is boosted. It's a very self-empowering card, but you have a challenge regarding your confidence, your self-esteem, and this, just loving yourself. And that is a heartache one. Look at that. The Three of Swords is in play here. This heartbreak, this loss, this grief, whatever it be, Capricorn, is limiting your ability to feel confident in your self-esteem. So let's dive in a little bit here and find out what's going on, because a recent past, look at these abundant blessings. This is your unicorn rainbows, dream abundant blessings, home, family, a blending of families coming together. It was a bountiful blessing here. But I dare say we're experiencing some kind of loss or grief of that. And it is limiting it is delimiting your self-esteem, your confidence. You're not feeling empowered. You're not feeling loved. It's really blocking you from that growth and that empowerment ability. Now, progressing forward, you do have this Two of Wands. And as you can see on the Light Seers deck, this is, you're mapping, you're projecting, you're trying to set your goals, but you kind of isolated yourself here. It's a new reflection. You're kind of gone within, so to speak. You can see you're inside, you're not outside. Internally, you're going within. You're like, you got to reestablish new goals. You got to, set goals that are achievable, but you're kind of going within yourself a little bit more instead of being outside and wanting to expand and move forward. You're kind of cloistered yourself here, Capricorn. So let's see what's going on, because you do have all kinds of goals. You got those wands, you got projects, you got tasks in hand, moving forward. So you got all these plans and goals going on, but something, you just kind of pull inside yourself a little more instead of stepping out and really observing where you want to go. But you still have the world in hand here. The world is, it's all there for you. And, so looking at things maybe at a different angle or different perspective is what's happening there. We'll find out, because let's go to your conscious desires, that communication that you're verbalizing, you're saying in prayers, or trying to connect with the universe and tell the universe, this is your dreams, your desires, you're praying for type of thing. A completion. Yeah, it's the completion that you've been hoping for. Let's bring this to an end. This is completion. This is an ending. The world cycle. You're ready to begin a new cycle. Let's just end it. So this is what you're telling the universe. I want to end this. Whatever occurred here, this painful loss, this grief, just end it already. I'm done. Let's move on. I'm ready to move on is what you're verbally praying and telling the universe, divine source, the creator, whatever. The energy you're putting out there, verbalizing consciously is, oh, I'm done with this. Yeah, I'm letting it go. I'm done. You know, right. Capricorn, subconsciously. This is alpha conscious level. When you go into meditational or your dream state, that beta theta level, you're communicating something totally different to the universe than what you consciously are. And you may not even be aware of it, but Capricorn, look at you clutching. You're stuck. You're holding on tight to something. You're not letting go. You're telling it, I'm ready to end this, but no. Subconsciously, you say, no. I'm going to hold on to this. I don't want to let go. Yeah, I'm just, no, I don't want to let go of it. I'm going to hold on. I'm going to hold on to it. I'm stuck. Yeah. Whatever this is, whatever this loss or feeling of grief and sorrow that you're experiencing from this loss of, recently you had this, and, we're kind of going backwards here a little bit, that from 10 of cups to 9 of cups there. And you're feeling that loss. You're feeling that sorrow. You're missing that one cup and it's brought this sorrow, this loss, this grief to you. And, yeah, you think you want, let's just finish it, but you're not ready. You're not ready to finish it. You're not ready to complete that cycle. And that's what you're telling the universe. And the universe is listening. This is done in images. It sees, oh, you're holding on tight to this. You're not ready to move on. You're not. You're not ready to step out into the world and, start this whole new journey, the next, level up. You're just not ready. You're holding on too tight to the past. You're holding too tight. You're not letting go. You're stuck. You're holding on tight. Now, true, this could be still just, mentally, I can't afford to move on. I need to hold on tight to this. It's all I got left. Maybe the feeling. I can't start anew, can't start afresh. But that's kind of where that grief and sorrow is still hanging there and stopping you from being, having that confidence, that self-esteem to move forward. It's limiting you on establishing your goals. I mean, you're seeing, everything's moving on in the world out there, but you're kind of keeping yourself locked up inside instead of going out and really striving and achieving the goals you're setting for yourself. You're just kind of ruminating over what you foresee your future goals are going to be, but you're not stepping out and taking action on that. So you're kind of holding off on even setting those goals for yourself, okay, because of this loss, this feeling of loss, and it makes it difficult to establish goals. But twos are about decision making, and you do need to make a decision, and it is about where you're going, where you're going to move forward. You got, the one thing about life is it's progressing forward. You don't want to progress backwards. It's progressing forward. And at this point now, you need to come to terms with it that you need to start progressing forward. Okay. Now, Capricorn, how you see yourself in the month ahead? Queen of Cups. Yeah. You see yourself as, really getting control of your emotions, because the Queen of Cups, she has the wisdom and experience to actually cap her emotions, so she's not over emotional, she's not over dramatic, so you kind of put a lid on your emotions and you're focused on your intuition. You're still compassionate, you're understanding, you're affectionate, you're loving, but you put a lid on your cup, so you're not sharing your emotions with others. In that regard, you're not being over emotional, I should say, regarding the issue at hand. So that's how you see yourself intuitively, still being loving, affectionate, just not oversharing, as it goes. Now, how others are seeing you? Yeah, Capricorn, 5 of Pentacles. Look at this card closely. Others are seeing you. You locked yourself away. You're not stepping out. You're caught up. You're true. You're taking time to ruminate on this, but you locked everybody else out of your life. You self-isolated yourself. Now, you may be feeling a little lonely, abandoned, dwelling in this dark little cave of your mind, but you got the key. You're the one who put yourself there, Capricorn. You locked everybody out. So, when you're ready, I realize it does take time, and you do need to reflect maybe and meditate upon this. But when you're ready, you got the key. Just unlock that door. And you're going to find there's others on the other side of that door waiting to support and encourage you and join you on that journey forward. But right now, you kind of isolated yourself and you locked everybody out, away from you. You're focused on, I'll deal with this. It's my loss, but, and kind of a self-martyrdom, feeling like a victim. But no one locked you in this room. You locked yourself in there. And only you can unlock that door and, step out or let others enter in. That's up to you. Now, that's how everyone's seeing you. Okay? Now, your hopes, fears, and dreams is the Judgment card. Judgment is coming in. This is a call to take action. This is about being true to your authentic self, not wearing masks, not rising up with some, what you wearing a mask or identity that is expected of you. This is truly being true to yourself. And this is what scares you. It may be your hope. You want to rise up. You want to be true to yourself. You want to be the authentic self, show the world who you really are, kind of thing. At the same time, you're afraid. You're afraid if you do that, will you be accepted? Can you do it? You're so used to wearing the mask. You're fearful. Maybe you don't know how to be your true self, or maybe you're fearful. You don't know who you really are. Time to find out, don't you think? Because it is a call to take action as well. And I'll be honest, once you realize that, step out of that room, be your authentic self. Just step out and realize, you're going to, it'll be empowering. Build up your self-esteem, your confidence, that your true self, you're going to start realizing people like you for who you really are. It has nothing to do with who you were. It's who you are, your authentic self. And when you do that, Capricorn, look at the final outcome in the month ahead. Acknowledgement, recognition, almost a celebrityhood, for goodness sakes, Capricorn. You're being cheered. You're being revealed. The revelations are occurring for you. You're going to be heralded and recognized, acknowledged. You're going to be accepted. You. Not these masks, not these identities you've been portraying. The real authentic you is going to be accepted and heralded there, acknowledged and recognized. So definitely, this month coming up, be true to your authentic self, Capricorn. You can do it. Unlock that door. Let others in because they see you as you lock them out, not the other way. All right, let's move this aside here, and I'm going to grab the Christian Muse Tarot deck. As I promised, I'm going to pull 4 cards for each of the 4 weeks in the upcoming month ahead. Now, let's get started on this, and then we'll come back and clarify it with that Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot deck. So, first week in the month ahead, we have the 8 of Inspiration. We have the 10 of Voices in the second week. Third week, we have 9 of Voices, and the final week, we have 7 of Materials. All right, let's set this deck aside. I'm going to grab the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot deck. Now, on that first week there, Capricorn, 8 of Inspiration. This is all about communication. Now, this could be communication via internet. You can see it looks almost in technology, modern-wise. Emails, text messages, phone calls, communication, understanding, maybe one-on-one, but it is a lot of fast communication, and it is happening real quick here in the first week of the month ahead. And it is, it's maybe passionate, maybe intense. There is a lot of communication happening, and it's not just going one way. It's going 2 ways here. So let's post some clarifiers here. Yeah. Look at this. Okay, the communication going on. Here we go. We have 8 of Swords. Okay, the 8 of Swords is a stagnancy card. This is tying yourself up in knots. No one's tying you up and putting on a blindfold. Not wanting to face the reality, the truth. You're tying yourself up in knots and decide, well, if I don't see it, can't move, I'm not going to get hurt, and no one else will get hurt either. So you kind of tie yourself up in knots and stagnate yourself. And this is not healthy, obviously. This is you doing it to yourself, and it's not very helpful in communicating. Communication is what the swords are about. There's truths, there's thoughts, there's ideals, and if you're not sharing them, there's no communication going on. Things are blocked, and they may be blocked because you tied yourself up in knots. But at the same time here, Capricorn, look at this Six of Wands. I mean, this is the way you want to communicate. You want that acknowledgement. You want that recognition. You're tired of, you know, being, you feeling like you're bounded. You're tied up. You're bounded to this, and you're just wanting acknowledgement, recognition. You want to communicate this, the ideal that you just want to be acknowledged, because it does appear. Okay, well, okay, there's knowledge being gained, or you want to gain knowledge via this communication, and it's just not happening for you, Capricorn. Now, this could be you or another. I mean, you could have blocked someone, someone could have blocked you, but there's some reason the communication is there the first week. There's all kinds of communication going on, but not where you want it directed. You're trying to find knowledge. You're trying to gain knowledge. You want to receive recognition, acknowledgement, and heralded in that, type of thing, but you're just tied up in knots because you don't know what to do. Something is stunted at communication, understanding, clarity. It is stunted here, Capricorn. So let's move on to the second week, where we are having the ending of a communication cycle for sure here. This is a completion of the old cycle of understanding, mental clarity, and it is painful. It is known as a death rebirth type of situation, similar to the death rebirth card. This is it's a painful ending, but at the same time, it is a necessary ending that needs to come to an end so you can begin a new communication style, gain that new clarity. Let's go ahead and focus on get some clarifiers for that as well, because you're gaining that clarity by doing this. It's like I say often, it's the caterpillar entering into a chrysalis. He's on the ground. That's his whole perspective in life. His whole style of communicating will be very different once he enters that chrysalis. He's in there for a time. He's going through some very drastic changes and transformations. But when he breaks free from that chrysalis as a butterfly, all of a sudden, the world's taken notice of his true, authentic self, of who he was meant to be, or she, as the case may be here. And you're going to fly high. And from that higher level, that higher leveling up that you're undertaking, leveling up, you're going to see things from a whole different perspective and thus communicate differently. So it's a good thing. And even though it may seem painful at the timing of this completion, it is necessary for you to level up. Once again, here we have the King of Pentacles coming into play. This is totally you. Whether you're female or male, it's a masculine energy. The King of Pentacles, the apprentice to the Emperor, because you're getting ready to level up. This is a king who is down to earth, dependable, loyal, stable, but you've learned to be cautious in nature as well. You take your time, making sure you're making sure cautiously that you have a solid foundation before you step forward. So that may be holding you back, cautioning you to take your time with this before you move forward. But you have such the abundance already to yourself. You have that nature and wisdom within you. You may be a mature adult, more on dealing with it, or mature in mind at that aspect as well. We also, have the King of Wands coming in play. So there's this other masculine energy coming into the forefront here. This is the fiery signs, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo coming out. But someone who's a little more impulsive compared to you. The King of Wands is the first of the kings, and the King of Pentacles is the last. So you have that passionate, impulsive energy coming into play, and you both kind of facing off here, because we do have this devil energy. So there may be a little temptation here, perhaps coming into play for you, Capricorn, with this fiery, passionate, energy coming into play here. This impulsiveness, perhaps, rather than being cautious and staying true. You have this impulsive, passionate energy, lighten up, charismatic, charming, networking type of aspect going on, and it's kind of a duality occurring here. The devil, like I said, usually if you're on the right track is when the devil will step forward. that inner critic, that pessimism, wanting to hold you back so you don't step forward, so you don't level up, keep drawing you back, tempting you back into the past. And you need to let that go. The devil energy is somebody you can definitely say, that's the ending of the old cycle. I'm stepping up and starting anew. So that devil energy is definitely stepping forward, trying to negate you from leveling up and like I said, going through that transformation. Devils only show up in tarot when you are really on the right track and headed in a good direction. It's going to tempt you. It's going to try to negate your positivity, your positive direction. Now, Capricorn, third week in the month ahead, we have the Nine of Voices. And we did see we're going through that completion of cycle with that Ten of Voices and now Nine of Voices again. We kind of had that with the Ten of Cups and the Nine of Cups in the reading. Now it's the Voices, which is all about the communications and understandings or even your own thoughts. Because Nine of Voices is about you overthinking something, over analyzing, over critiquing, and that's where that devil energy is hitting you hardest that we've seen in the week before. You're completing the cycle. Don't go backwards. Don't let that devil tempt you to step backwards. You're completing the cycle. You're going through the pain and suffering. You don't want to repeat it. So you want to level up. Don't let the devil talk you into that karmic debt of repeating a cycle. It's time for you to level up. And that's where this the Nine of Voices is here. This is creating that stress, that anxiety. Your own thoughts are doing this, your own perceptions, your presumptions of the future, as well as your thoughts on the past, your past failures and mistakes. And then you're applying, going through your head about what ifs. What ifs in the past or what ifs in the future are not helpful in the present. They just create that stress, that anxiety. And you need to focus on the present. Like I said, get rid of that inner critic. Stop focusing on the past and focus on the present. Just mapping those goals. Set your goals and achieve for what you need to achieve. Just start there. Start on setting goals. Write them down for yourself, Capricorn. Let's clarify those Nine of Voices. Yeah, right there. Once again, there's that Nine of Cups we had in the Celtic reading, that self-empowerment. You need to build up your self-esteem, your confidence. It will self-empower you. You're going to, love yourself again. You're lovable, Capricorn. And you want to attract a love that will love you for you, yourself. So love yourself first. Walk away, leave that past behind. That Nine of Voices, it's reflecting on those 8 cups. And, you're reflected on, I lost 2 of my cups because we did have those 10 of cups over here, and you're off searching for them, and you're searching in the future for those 2 of cups to complete you again. You want that completed cycle of 10 of cups again, and it's a good thing to do that, but don't get stuck in the past. Don't let it hinder you. And there's 10 of Pentacles. The success, the abundance, the gratitude, the gratefulness. Recognize the blessings you have. You can achieve those blessings again. There's abundancy, whether your family, your life, your work, everything is recognizing and stepping back perhaps and realizing it's not all about quantity. Quantity is not the abundant blessings in this world. It's quality. And if you negate that and only focus on the quantity, you're never going to experience the quality in life. And so just recognize, look at your life now and count the blessings you actually have in your life, Capricorn, because they take you away from the stress and anxiety. Focus on the present. What do you presently have that you're so blessed about? And feel that graciousness, that gratitude, because the more you're grateful for, the more the universe will bless you for. It recognizes like attracts like. So truly, feel the blessings that are all around you. And the more you feel grateful for those blessings and you acknowledge and are thankful for them, the more you're going to attract in. That's the beauty in life here. Now, for that final week, planting the seeds. Yeah, once you recognize that's a seed planted. So plant your seed, contemplation. It may take a little time here. Not going to happen overnight because you want to make a solid foundation, that root structure. build it up so you grow that sturdy stem that will withstand any storm that comes its way, and have a healthy plant. But continually water, nurture it. Don't leave it there to die. Don't let it dry out. Don't let it, don't overwater it, but just continually nurture it. Build it up until the fruit ripens and you can harvest the bounty and abundant blessings. Let's clarify that for you. Capricorn, the 3 cards clarifying that 7 of materials there is the 3 of Pentacles. There you go. I mean, you don't have to do it all by yourself. Collaborate. Seek the assistance of others who have other skills and experience and expertise that maybe you don't have in caring for the seed you planted, and ask for that help and assistance. They're there. You're going to find the help, the encouragement, the support, and the dedication to help you make sure this comes to fruition. Look at that Queen of Pentacles in play here. That Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn right here. Queen of Pentacles. You're savvy. You can handle things on a budget. You can make this happen. Your dreams, you can realize them. The Queen of Pentacles is a pretty amazing card. That feminine nature of you provide, you provide an egg, and she'll be able to feed the whole kingdom with it. She can make it expand. She knows how to stretch it like you wouldn't believe and manifest it into fruition to take care of the many. So she's definitely got that nurturing, down to earth, loyal, stable, dependable. She can make it happen and perhaps blend in with that King of Pentacles we had earlier, that divine pairing come into fruition. Maybe right under your nose, someone you're collaborating with already, because we do have the Knight of Cups here. That's a romantic love offer coming your way. Maybe with some watery characteristics tied in there with that Cancer, Scorpio, Piscean nature, but that empathy, that understanding, that affection, that romantic love interest coming to you and offering this cup of love, this cup of understanding, that hug that you desperately need perhaps. But it is, you got to get out and collaborate with others, not self-isolate yourself. So last week, planting that seed, and as we seen, that's going to be a wonderful acknowledgement, receiving that recognition. You're going to have it all come to you. Alrighty, let's move this aside. If this is already resonating with you, Capricorn, go ahead, hit that like button down below. Let me know. And if you care to share in the comments how it's resonating with you, or even whether you like my readings like this or not for my month ahead readings, just share in the comments. I enjoy reading. I enjoy getting the feedback, the confirmations, as well as the ideals or thoughts that you may have and want to share. All right, let's go ahead and, not that. We're moving on to oracles now. If you're new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscription tab as well as that notification bell to ensure you get notified next time I upload another video and you don't miss out on any of these. All right, let's start with the Amenides deck. Now, this is that Welsh Celtic mystical deck, and it often adds another element to my readings, as well as provides awesome affirmation for you to focus and meditate upon as well. Your card today, Capricorn, is breath. Yep. Your affirmation: I breathe deeply and every cell in my body is energized. I exhale and release all negative emotions. There you have it. So I breathe deeply and every cell in my body is energized, and I exhale out and release all the negative emotions. Now, this Dolphin card is a breath of spirit and the breath of life for you, Capricorn. Within your breath, you encounter the rhythm of energy that all life emits. So the dolphins here teaches you how to release your emotions through controlled breathing. The dolphin shows us how to live in every cell with air. With the connection with air unites you with meditation, and it reinforces psychic development as well as understanding between people and animals that surround us in our day-to-day life. Now, let's go ahead and grab a Shaman's Dream Oracle card as well, and I will read from the guidebook therein. This adds another element to the reading, as well as help complement, pull it all together, give you, once again, ensuring all of you, every one of you individually, have something you can focus and meditate upon on that month ahead. Now, your Shaman Dream card is the Winter's Dream. It's about a gestation period. Take note of that number at the top, that 63 there. if you go on Google, in that search engine, just type in angel number meaning 63. 63, and you'll get an additional angelic message regarding your month ahead as well. Now, 63 also works down to nines in tarot and in numerology. In tarot, nines, as we have seen, are quite relevant in this reading for you. Nines is, like that Nine of Cups, self-empowering. Nine of Swords, getting all caught up in your head, overthinking things. As well as there's Nine of Wands, is setting boundaries, and that wounded warrior thing coming into play there. And then, of course, you do have the Nine of Pentacles, which is did not come up in the reading, but that's about independence. Finding yourself and being empowered. Yourself by being independent. Not relying on anyone else, but yourself. Being, knowing that you can make it on your own if you need to. Now, the Winter's Dream, like I said, is about a gestation period. It is a sanctuary or a conscious awareness coming into play here for you in the month ahead. Capricorn, the Winter's Dream is a summons to go within. Your life force longs to turn inward like the sap of trees returning to the roots. Cast your gaze toward the deep and hidden places in your heart. Come to rest again in the sanctuary and safety of your soul and just simply be at peace, basking in your crystalline clarity in that quiet place. This is not hibernation. Do not fall asleep here, all right? So take your quiet, wakeful nature with you into stillness and know that you are replenishing your life force. Capricorn, trust that the deeply buried seeds inside your soul, the ones you planted even before you were born, are stirring softly, ready to awaken with the spring. But do not try to rouse them too early. Instead, surrender to the quiet of a winter's dream. Winter's dream can lull you into a slumber where you can lose consciousness and become caught in a nightmare. So awaken. Simply awaken. Find that easy return to wakefulness that brings you clarity. This is a time to set your priorities in order, yet not act on any of them. Allow the clarity and the transparency that comes with Winter's Dream to simply permeate your heart and your soul. The time for action will come later. Remember that all things are born of dreams, Capricorn, and your task is to wake up within the dream to lucidly guide it to your chosen destination. Alrighty, let me set that down here for you, as well as let's grab you one Moonology card before you leave. Now, this Moonology deck, I tend to put it in almost every one of my readings, probably all of them, mainly because it is my favorite deck. It offers a lot of insight, and the full reading in the guidebook provides alternative additional meanings, as well as an additional affirmation or something for you to attune to this card in a more contemplative. One Moonology card for the month ahead. And your card, Capricorn, is a personal issue reaches resolution. This is the full moon in Cancer card for you. Now, that definitely seems fitting for you in this situation. The personal issue reaches resolution, and that's where we're looking for set your goal and achievement on. Capricorn, things are likely to get very heated as full moon in Cancer is a super emotional sign. So there could be something of an explosion of feelings around now or surrounding your actual question. It's important to be sensitive to other people when you pull this card. There are some very fine sensibilities around, so tread carefully as you move toward your goals or your dreams. Now, this card indicates an especially feminine time. It also heralds the time to deal with any family issues that are coming up. Nothing to worry about. It just signals a challenge is now coming to an end. This card also suggests both that a domestic matter or private issue will come to a head, and that it's a great time to move house. The answer to your question lies in being a kind leader, Capricorn. This is a time for you to step up and agree to overcome your insecurities. So to attune to this moon card, Capricorn, it may be best to move towards what you want in a kind of sideways manner. All right. Now, additional meanings or alternative meanings to this card. Meditate to soothe heightened emotions. Don't be clingy. Also, stop sulking. And additionally, Capricorn, have you had enough family time lately? Ask yourself that. Alrighty. Hopefully this resonated with you in some way or form. We'll catch you next time, Capricorn. Bye.